That was a little improvisational song that I just did on my 22-string harp that came from Harrari Harps in Israel. In August 15th, 2021, there was a wildfire that spread through the forest north of Jerusalem that burned over 6,000 acres, including their harp making shop. So they had no insurance because they were living so close to the forest that the insurance companies refused to renew their insurance policy. So they had no money to rebuild. Shoshana sent me before and after photos of their workshop. The left photo shows the room where they had hundreds of tours come and see their biblical-style harps being made. The right photo shows part of the workshop area after the fire that destroyed everything. I'm a painter as well as a psalmist. I sing and play the harp. And as I said, I got it from the House of Harrari. I've had my harp since 1995 when it arrived on Valentine's Day. It was really special to me. It was like God was giving me his own special little love gift for Valentine's Day. And I've been playing my harp ever since. When I heard the story about the Harraris losing their workshop, they lost everything. They had a harp shop that they had started in 1984, and they were making biblical style harps in preparation for the Third Temple and the soon coming reign of the Messiah. So I wanted a harp like King David had, and they were making the biblical style harps, so I got one from them, and I'm so glad that I did. But the reason I'm making this video is to tell you about what I felt the Lord would have me to do and try to help them to raise funds for their harp shop, was to do what I do, which is paint. And so I didn't know if it was a silly idea or not, but I thought it would be really cool to use the ashes from their harp shop and do a painting with it. I'd never ever done anything like that before, so it was a real challenge to me. I had to learn how to make paint with ashes, and I just kind of ended up doing it on my own. And I'll show you what I did here. I took these ashes that they had sent to me, and I ground them up as fine as I could and sifted through them and got whatever debris I could out of them, and what I had left was these ashes. And I took the ashes, put them in a little plastic container, and mixed it with acrylic medium. What did I use? I used some slow dry blending fluid medium from Liquitex, and I also used some glazing medium. I don't know if you can see that very well. There we go, sort of. Got it? There you are, I think. Where is that? Did I get it? So, anyway, so I took the ashes and mixed it with glazing medium and also with paint. And this is the painting that I did. It's got an old tree trunk here and then a new tree growing up out of it. And I turned some of the branches into the shape of a harp and a lyre. And here's another lyre, and there's a little lyre there, and white doves making a nest in the tree. And this is the hoopoe bird, which is the national bird of Israel. Let's see, what else did I do? Oh, l'chaim. This is the roots spell l'chaim in Hebrew. It starts from the right and goes to the left. That's the L, believe it or not. And Chaim, l'chaim. And this is the national flower of Israel. It's called a cyclamen. And let me see what else I got in there. Oh, if you look real close, there's a little tiny porcupine over here. And because Shoshana wanted that. So that's Shoshana's little porcupine. She said they're all over the place in the forest. And she picks up the quills and saves them for who knows what. And let's see. I started out just not putting any grass in it because I was trying to paint what it would look like after a fire. And, you know, all the grass would have been burned up and everything. So you don't see any grass. But this is the aftermath of a forest fire. So life is returning slowly but surely. And so I did add leaves to the trees. There's some burnt logs over there. And then I started adding life back into the painting, and I added water. You know, we have to have the refreshing water. We can't live very long without water. And then there's a deer drinking from the brook. And it reminds me of the song, As the Deer Pants for the Water. What else have I got in there? I guess that's about basically it. There's 3 white doves flying over here, and they kind of look like angels, which kind of reminds me of the fire that they had. The fire burned their workshop to the ground, and also Shoshana Harari has a health clinic, a naturopathic kind of clinic, and that burned also, and they barely got out with their lives. They were able to get up to their car and take off, but they didn't even have time to get a wallet or anything, and they just took off out of there because it was burning. And when they expected their house to be burned to the ground, but when they came back a few days later, the house was standing. And they looked at the sign in the window, that they had put in there, and it said protected by angels, and the fire had stopped within a few feet of their house, which is pretty amazing. So this is the painting I came up with, and there are ashes mixed in here. You'll see them. It's quite bumpy right here where the ashes are sticking out of the paint, pretty much. But most of the dark area has ashes in it. So this is an acrylic painting. It's 18 by 24. And I'm going to send the original to the House of Harari, to Shoshana and Micah Harrari, and just let them know how much I love and appreciate all the work that they have done over the years. Since 1984, they've been building biblical-style harps and making harps for the Third Temple. So it's very prophetic what they're doing over there in Israel. And I just wanted to bless them with this painting. And I am going to offer prints for sale, and all the profits from the prints will go directly to Micah and Shoshana Harari to help them raise funds to rebuild their workshop. I hope you'll be praying for them, that they'll be able to get their workshop up and running again, because we can't lose that. it's just too highly spiritual a thing not to try to support them in what they've been doing through the years. So may God bless all of you, and I hope you will try to buy a print. I'm not sure exactly. I'm making prints right now. You can contact me through nancycupp.com. That's a website, nancycupp.com. And I'll put the link down here below. So God bless you, and support those who are so prophetic in returning the harps back to Israel. God bless you all. Bye-bye.